It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We're joined by Tom Mclaughlin this morning, who's here to tell us more about the future of chocolate. Tom, welcome to Expresso.
Thank you very much.
This is a question I never thought I'd ask in a million years. Why is the future of chocolate at risk?
Well, it's at risk because the populations of the world is growing, particularly in China and India, where they're becoming more middle class, and that means more chocolate is needed. And the area where chocolate is mostly grown, which is in West Africa, it's under stress. There's 5 million small-scale farmers producing some 3.5 million tons of cocoa a year. But more is needed, and there's a lot of problems.
So what are some of the other challenges that's currently facing cocoa production?
Okay, so the first one is deforestation and the loss of forests and climate change and loss of species. The farmers themselves aren't getting a fair deal. There is the non-sustainable use of agricultural chemicals because small-scale farmers typically don't know what they should be using and using. There is declining yields. There's diseases hitting them. There are lots of problems.
There certainly are challenges.
There's even
facing
child
the
labour.
industry.
I forgot one of the most important ones.
Forced labour, yeah.
Child labour is a big problem because if you're poor, children can be trafficked.
Absolutely. Oh, it really is a dire situation. Now, I know that Woolworths has gotten involved. What is Woolworths doing about the problem?
Well, we've always been thinking about the future. We want to have chocolate in the future.
Yes, please.
Yes. So they're thousands of kilometers away from us, so we decided that we needed to do something. So we joined up with an organization called UTZ.
Yeah.
And they're very similar to the Farming for the Future program that Woolworths uses to keep its South African fruit and vegetables sustainable. So we're working with them to solve the big problems.
Yeah.
And the big problems are how do we increase the income of the farmers?
Yeah.
And UTZ does that by teaching the farmers to grow the right varieties of cocoa, mostly tripling the yield on the same area. That stops the deforestation and climate change and all of that. And then they show them how to grow better quality cocoa, which means that they get not only triple the income, but maybe quadruple the income because of the better quality.
Yeah. Well, I was actually introduced to UTZ yesterday. I didn't know that it was UTZ. I called it UTZ. What exactly does it mean?
It's from a Mayan language from the Americas, and it means good.
Wow.
So it's simply just, it was started in the 1980s by a chap who wanted, he was working in Guatemala and he wanted good coffee and cocoa and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Today it's a massive organization. It's a leading organization to ensure sustainable coffee, cocoa, sugar, anything from the tropical areas.
Absolutely. Well, so not only can you actually enjoy your chocolate, but you can know that it's being sourced responsibly as well.
Yeah, you don't have to feel guilty when you're eating this chocolate.
I love it. Guilt-free chocolate.
Guilt-free
That's
chocolate.
amazing.
Yeah.
Tom, thank you so much for being here with us and taking us through the whole, challenge with regards to the cocoa industry. I think when we know better, we can do better as well to help alleviate the situation.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Some
Thank you.
chocolate?
Yes, please.
Well, it is time for us to find out what else was happening in the kitchen. From all this talking about chocolate, it's time to make something yummy. Zola is here to show us how.